So they see that
disparity.
Yeah, okay. So they see that religious leaders have, in a sense, misled them. They've not been shepherds, but have misled them. Rahul Ishwaran, you're a trustee with the Sabrimala Trust. Is that true that religious leaders today stand discredited in the eyes of India's young? India's young doesn't like the idea of institutionalized religion. They like religion in their private domain.
I doubt whether we can generalize those things. I believe India as a nation and a notion, India both as a nation and as an idea, as a notion, we should move ahead. But in order to move ahead, we need three things, and three things to be very clear and precise. The first thing being, those who brought down that disputed structure, let it be Babri Masjid disputed structure, should be held accountable, because that's a criminal act, that's an illegal act, they should be held accountable. Second thing, those people who still try to provoke those two communities, I don't want to name the paper, one particular paper gave this headline, one very prominent South Indian paper gave this headline here, where they showed jubilant Hindus and sad Muslims, as if they are competitors. Right. So these kind of medias should also be held accountable. The media should be responsible of themselves. And the third thing, I would humbly request, like our Muslim brethren has holy Mecca, like our Christian Jew brethren has Jerusalem or Jerusalem, let Hindus, build a Ram temple there. It is sacred to us. We can have all sort of negotiation, settlement and everything. But if it can be, like you earlier showed, Hindus helping to build a mosque, or if our Muslim brethren can come forward and help build a grand Ram temple. Remember, not only Indian Hindus, Indonesian Muslims, their largest icon is Ram. They call Ram Imam-e-Hind. Ram is their greatest cultural icon. Their airline's name is Garuda Airways. So Ram is a cultural symbol. So if we can help that get achieved, I think it will be a new beginning in India.
Will it be a new beginning? Shazia Ilmi, you come from Kanpur, from Uttar Pradesh. A lot of people, a lot of Muslims seem to be silently, quietly suggesting that there's a sense of disappointment, a sense of grievance almost after the verdict. Is that translating into a feeling where animosities will grow? Or is that translating into a feeling as, let's perhaps work out a compromise? Do Muslims feel that they are in a position to work out a compromise? Would young Muslims like to, for example, see a mosque and a temple coexist on the Ayodhya site?
Ayodhya for the longest period has been the veil, the shroud behind which hides vote bank politics. And it's very nice of Gul and Ranveer to say what they're saying. And it's very utopian, I feel, and very idealistic, because that's really what we've seen religion and politics to be in our country. Are you saying the young are utopian and idealistic, that they are blind to the reality? I would love to. That Gul and Ranveer are being blind to the reality. It's a very, some would say, a very Mumbai idealistic way of looking at the world. Exactly. And I also, not entirely, if you go to smaller towns, if you go to Mofussil towns, if you go over Muslim concentrated areas in Lucknow and Gonda, you will see there is a sense of disappointment with the way judgment has been. But if you really ask them and say, what do you want? Do you want a better credit facility? Or the masjid? They'll say, we want that. Do you want a better credit? Yes. People want Bijli, Sadak and Pani in Uttar Pradesh today ahead of Mandir or Masjid. Go quietly to the Begumganj area of Kanpur, predominantly Muslim, and quietly ask them, what do you want? Do you want electricity? 20 years, there's been only 8 hours of electricity every day. So you're coming back to the basic necessities, and you made a point about vote bank politics that I want to get in, Hamidullah Saeed. Hamidullah Saeed, somewhere down the line, there's a feeling even today, a day after the Ayodhya verdict, the noises are coming from the politicians. We are angry with the verdict. Ram temple must be built. It's the politicians who are playing the vote bank politics. Doesn't that worry you? Look at the Congress reaction. The Congress is silent for fear of antagonizing one community or the other. That's not the way a progressive polity is built.
You see, the matter has been adjudicated by the High Court.
Right.
And if any party is aggrieved by the ruling of the High Court, it always has the option of, appealing to the apex court against the impugned order. So I don't think that it is necessary for any political outfit to have a comment on that.
But do you agree
that any party which is having